First of all, Northview High School, and Michelle Bogue is going to be presenting their findings. They have surveyed the 10 Mile Creek and Silicon Drive, and you're on kids.
Hello, my name is Sejal Shah, and my colleagues on stage are Christina Howard, Lindsay Douglas, Emily Liu, Caitlin Beach, and Celine Schrader, and we're all Sylvania Northview seniors, and the rest of our group is in the audience. So we are very excited to be here, and thank you for letting us present today. The 10 Mile Creek originates in the farmlands of Fulton County, merges into the Ottawa River, and eventually flows into Lake Erie. This creek supports biodiversity in both land and aquatic life forms. Not only has it provided our community with aesthetic pleasures, but it has also given Sylvania students a whole new avenue of exploration. Now, grab your goggles, put on your waders, and prepare to take a dive deeper into the 10 Mile Creek.
Here are all the watersheds of the Great Lakes. We focus on Lake Erie, and specifically, we are part of the Ottawa River watershed. We did our testing on the 10 Mile Creek that flows right through our school's property at Northview. We tested on October 15th, and it was a beautiful day, but our only concern was that it rained the day before. Let us start on a bright note. Our benthic invertebrates were eggflies, mayflies, crayfish, and water pennies.
Our dissolved oxygen levels. Our Q value for dissolved oxygen was 85, which is good as usual for our 10 Mile Creek. Dissolved oxygen levels affect macroinvertebrates' ability to live in the water. The temperature. There was no change in our creek's temperature, even though trees and other vegetation were cleared off of our property because of our band practice field, leaving a portion of the creek that was exposed to sunlight. This can usually affect thermal pollution, but fortunately there was none in our creek. The turbidity. The creek's turbidity Q value this year was 82. And the water was more turbid this year, slightly, because it had rained the day before. But we know that this isn't a chronic issue and it's only a temporary issue, so we're not as concerned for the turbidity because it is usually low.
We also had fair BOD levels with a Q value of 62. The BOD may have been somewhat high because of our high bacterial levels, which put a high demand on oxygen in the creek. This year for our 10 Mile Creek, we had pH levels of 7.5 or a close to neutral rating, and a high Q value of 93. pH can affect plants and animals' ability to incorporate inorganic nutrients.
We had a great Q value of 96. We might expect the nitrate levels to be high because of the farmlands upstream, as well as from contamination from sewage. However, this was not our finding. It's possible good water management practices have kept nutrients out of the creek. We also had an excellent Q value of 99 for our phosphates. Similar to the nitrates, we might usually expect phosphates to be high because of the farmlands. However, according to our data, the 10 Mile Creek is not a contributor to the nutrient loading that led to the summer's algal blooms in Lake Erie, although we did know midsummer testing.
And now it is time to turn over to our core results. So first of all, we have our total solids, and our total solid levels were awful, and thus we investigated potential sources that may be negatively influencing our results. And we found that agricultural farms exist north and west of Sylvania that release surface runoff into nearby streams. And another factor may be the Sylvania Quarry, which is an active limestone quarrying operation. And during the quarrying process, clouds of dust are released into the air, and these clouds may be affecting our creek by settling into our water. Additionally, the quarry pump groundwater that contains eroded calcium carbonate sediments, and these may potentially be affecting our test results. And we shall further investigate the working pumping system of the quarry and see whether or not it is a contributor to our low total solids Q value. And following up with our claims, we shall determine whether or not further investigations into the water systems will be needed. And another poor test result is the fecal coliform, and we had a poor Q value of 35, and unsurprisingly, our E. coli levels were also poor quality. And it's really important to note that high fecal coliform levels exist in our creek because high fecal coliform can make water less potable for both animals and humans. And so we did more research and we found that a main contributor to these high fecal coliform levels may be the creek wildlife, which includes squirrels, raccoons, and deer, all of which congregate near our creek. And we also noted that homeowners in Sylvania may be contributing to the high fecal coliform levels with the waste of their animals contaminating the streams. And other potential contributing factors may be the high waste of geese at nearby golf courses in the area, since Sylvania is home to many golf courses, and even the rural homes in Michigan, which may be containing leaking, unmaintained septic systems. And so to combat these issues, we are planning to create a neighborhood campaign that would fight pet waste in our creeks with both brochures and signs that will increase public awareness of people in those affected areas.
So as you can see, our water quality was good again this year. With only 2 poor indicators, our creek still maintains its great quality. After further investigation and new community-based efforts, we shall certainly better our poor factors. And so once again, I would like to thank everyone who made this presentation possible, especially Mr. Snyder from the National Science Foundation GK12 program and our teacher, Ms. Bowe. Thank you.